Hello guys, let's look at Kcse 2024 paper 2. So the first question was database, that is Microsoft Access. McQ College of Design intends to use database to manage fee payments from its students. You have been tasked to create a database for the college. A. Open a database program and create a database file named MarQ, one mark. You have been provided with the following data in tables to be entered in the database. Study it and answer the questions that follow. Guys, we have the first table course. We have the course ID where we have C01 to C04. Then we have course name. We have the fee. We have the next table tutor, tutor ID, tutor name, office, and course ID. And guys, before we even continue, this paper had an error whereby we have C01, 2, 3, 4. Here we have 1, 2, this should be 3, 4. Otherwise, referential integrity will not work. Then we have trainee. You see now the trainee, the course ID has been rectified. So this was an error. Then we have the next table whereby we have the duplications. This means that this field can never be the primary key, but that is the foreign key. Also, this one is a foreign key. So guys, we go one on one and create the 4 tables. So we minimize this, we right click on our desktop, go to new, then folder. So this one I can just call it 001, assuming index 1. Then I double click my folder, right click inside, go to new, go to database. Then right away, just call it the way examiner has called it. Spelling mistakes must be checked. McQ. Then I open my stuff, double click on my database. So this is my database. Always enable macros. Then from here I proceed to create, then table design. So we have field name, data type, and description. And the examiner says that the description is optional. So here we have our course ID. We have our course ID. This is our primary key, and this is text. This is our primary key. Then we proceed. We have the course name. Guys, remember about the spelling mistake. Then we have the fee. The fee automatically, this one should be currency, but sometimes number is allowed, but currency should be the order of the day. This table, right click, then go to save. So we are saving this one. Let me just remove this one. We are saving this one as a course. This is our first structure. Right click, cross all. Again, create, then go to table design. We are creating our second table. Our second table is tutor ID. Tutor ID. This is capital letters. Tutor ID. This one again is text and the primary key. Then we proceed. We have the tutor name. Then we have office. Then we have course ID. That is course ID. This is our foreign key. Remember, this one should be our foreign key, like that. Right click, save. This one is called tutor. Sorry, tutor. This is small letters. This is our second table structure. Right click, cross save. Right click, cross all. Again, create table design. We are creating our third table structure. This is trainee ID. This is our primary key here. Then we have trainee name. Sorry for this, guys. Sorry for this interruption. So I proceed. We have trainee, trainee name. Then we have the foreign key, course ID. Then the course ID here should be our foreign key. This means it's a primary key in another table. Right, click save. This one is our trainee. Mark the spelling mistakes, cross or, then create, go to table design. This now we are creating the trainee. We have the trainee ID. This is, remember, this one is a foreign key. Then we have course ID. These are our foreign key. This is a foreign key. This is a foreign key. Then we have our amount paid. That is amount paid. This is currency like that. This is our next structure. This one is our table. That is our table fee payment, like that. So Kcse will ask you that there is no primary key. Just click on no, since the examiner has not put that field. Then from here, I need to open the tables, like for example, cross or. So for this one, it's the course. So I have already typed that. So we can go to where the course is. Just copy this one. Just copy this stuff here. Copy. Have already typed to save on your time. So this one I paste. Yes. Right click, cross or. I go to the fee payment. Again, I highlight. Go to the fee payment. The fee payment should be the last one here. The fee payment, this one. Again, copy this, paste it here just to save on your time, like that. Paste. Then go to trainee. Again, I write for the trainee. Trainee is our table number 3. Copy. Then I just paste like that. Then I go to the next one. The next one is tutor. So I go to tutor and then I do the necessary like that. Yes. So there, after doing this, we proceed to the next equation. Guys, so far we have our tables done. So we go to this point. Create tables with appropriate fields and data types. Set primary key for each field. We have scooped the 10 marks. Now the next question is create appropriate relationship among the tables. So this one I have to. The first step when you are creating a relationship is to make sure that you cross all the tables. So right click, cross all, then go to database tools, relationships. Always remove this one. Just click the header here and delete. Press delete on your keyboard. So I go to design, then click this point, show table. Then double click. So I have my 4 tables. Then from here, now I need to do the necessary, whereby now here the trainee, this one goes to this one here, enforce and create. Then here, the course ID goes to the course ID here. This one again, enforce and create. You see now, there is a violation. Data in table fee violates referential integrity rules. So we just go cross this one first. Cross this one, save whatever you have. Go to table trainee. This is the table trainee here. You see now this one, this is the problem here. So I delete this. I have to delete this field. This field is the heading there. So that was the problem. So I go to database tools, relationship again. Now trainee, course ID to course ID. enforce and create, still there is a problem there. We have to fix. Let me see the problem. It says data in field table fee violates. So we have to go again and make sure that that one is fixed by checking the data in this one. So here, we are talking about the trainee. So for the trainee, we have trainee TR1, TR2, TR3, TR4. Then here we have Baraka, Aisha, Rurendo, Zahara. This one is C01. This is Aisha is C03. Sorry, C03. Then Rugendo is C, that is 2. Then we have Zahara 04. It's like that. Let's just now see. That's the way it should be. Then also make sure that you go to design view and ensure that you used the correct data type. Let's also see this one. That is, if I run this one, this is C1, C2, C3, C4. Then from there, we can now give it a try. Database tools, relationships. So here we have the course ID goes to this. Then we have now tutor. We have tutor ID. Where else do we have? No, we have the course ID, this one here. The course ID goes to this one. Enforce. Create, let's see. Course ID in tutor. Course ID in tutor. Again, always don't get tired. Whenever there is a problem with the relationship, you have to check the tables. So we have the course ID in the tutor. Course ID in the tutor. This is 255. Course ID, you have to run and see the data. Course ID in the tutor. Then we have the course ID in the course. Course ID. Course ID. So here, course ID in the tutor, we have tutor 1, C001, tutor 2, tutor 3, tutor 4, tutor 4. So from here again, just go and create the relationship. Here, so we have the course ID to this one, course ID here, like that. So just save this one. After doing that one, we proceed to the next question. The next question is that create a form named trainees form that would be used to enter data into the trainees table. Add the following in the form. Form heading, font size 15, and command buttons for addition. So we proceed. We go to, we are creating a form named trainees form. So we use the trainees form. So here, you just go to trainee. You just go to trainee here, trainee. Then go to create. Then hit this button, form. You see now it creates you a trainee form. Create a form named trainee that would be used to enter data. Yeah, like that. So after, in case this one brings this main form here, it's not a big deal. So right click, go to design view. You can now modify this form according to the way you want. Like for example, this one, I need to reduce this one a bit, like that. I need to reduce a bit. Then the examiner says, add from form heading should be 15, and broad face. So here you click on this one, go to format. Here you just type a broad face. It is called board face and board face. Okay, sorry for that. I have had not read the question on. So for the bold face, that means you make this one should be bold. Then this one here, sorry for that, this one should be size 15. For that case, you can just cross this one. Yes. The form is called trainee form. Trainee form. Then I just cross this one, cross or right click this one, go to design view. Then we go back to this format. So we have already made it bold by clicking this one. So that is the bold face. This one can be anything. The examiner did not really specify. Then 15, just type here 15, just type from the keyboard 15 and press enter. So this is what I have. Then command buttons, add the command buttons for addition and duration. So for that case, you can just pull this a bit, just go to design, hit this button, XXX, draw it here. So we are adding button for addition. So go to records, add new, next, text, finish. We have added that one. Then for duration, to delete, click on this button again, here, like this. Go to record, delete, next, text, next, finish, like that. So this is what we have, but you can still make it better since there is no penalization of that. Then this one, I needed to produce everything. It's also good to note. So I just go to this one. I remove this stuff here. I also remove this one. So that it's good to note that it's not part of the exam, but you can see now it has produced everything. That is just by the way. So we have the marks. We proceed with our paper. The next stuff is that enter the data into the respective tables. That one I have done. Create a query that would, one, list all trainees and the names of the course they are enrolled in. Save the query as, you're saving the query as this one now. You're saving the query as trainee query. So we are creating a query, go to create, then query design. You see all the tables. So our query should list all trainees. So trainee table must be there, of the name and the name of the course. So and also the course must be there. That means those two stuff must be there. So here we are having the trainee or trainees. You can have trainee ID and trainee name and the name of the course. So the course name. Then you can attempt to see whether it is working. So in case it's not working like this here, guys, here, just a moment, you need to have or course ID. Let's just try to have this include or course or training include or. Let's just try this one and see. Course name, just a moment. We have include or. Okay, we have trainee ID, trainee name, just a moment. Okay, create a query that would list all trainees and the name of the course they are enrolled in. Save the query as trainees query. So what you're supposed to do here, there is something called query of queries. So you create, go to query design. You first of all create the trainee query. So here we shall have the trainee ID and the trainee name. First of all, you run it. You see now it works. So this one, just call it trainee. Just cross it. You're asking to save. Yes. This is trainee. Just call it trainee Q. cannot call a query and the table the same name. Then now create another query to show the course. Create query design, then course, like that. So we have the course name. First of all, we see whether it works. It works. So save it as course name. Let's call it course names. Then after this one, now you combine the two queries. So I go to create, I go to query design. This time round, I click on queries. So I double click. Then this time round, the examiner wants me to have the trainee's name and the course name. So I first of all you see now it works. So from here, you just save this one. Save this one as you have been told. Trainee's query and save. So that one is done. Again, we proceed. Display the course name and the fees for the course whose ID is 02. First of all, guys, let's remove this one. Don't know why it's appearing to disturb me. So display the course name and the fees. Again, you do the same. So we have the display the course name. We already have course names and the fees. So you come here, create query design, go to where the one with the fees payment is. That is this one. So here you just come and to this point and click on we have the course names, whose course ID. So here we shall have, go back to this one. We include course ID here and see whether it still works. Save. It still works. So we shall come to this point. We have fee payment. Just come to this point and you can still do it directly. This one can be done directly. Like that. First of all, you see whether it runs. Yeah, it runs. So once you see it's running, right click, go to design view, go to where the course ID is, criteria, type C002, C02, like that. And then you see whether it runs. Good, it runs. So right click, go to query, then they just call it the way the examiner says, 02, C02, this is 02, not O, like that. So that is our query with our 3 marks. This is our query with our 3 marks. So then compute the total amount paid by each trainee. Save the query as this one. So save the query as this one. That is the amount paid by each trainee. So what you're supposed to do here, just go to this, go to create, go to query design, use this one, fee payment, like that. Then bring everything to this one, like that. Then go to design, click on this button, sigma total, like that. So group by here, sum. Then try to see whether it works, like that. You see now C01 paid this, C03 paid this, like that. So guys, you can see what I have done. I have just clicked on this design, then click on total, then sum, group by sum. So this one is called that way, like that. So far we are still getting marks. Create a report that summarizes the fee payment paid by each trainee. Include trainee ID, trainee name, and total amount paid. Order the report records by the total amount paid from the highest to the lowest. Save it as fee payment. So this one is the name of this is the name of the report, guys, this one. So we are creating a report. So we just cross this one, then go just do this. We are using the trainee total query, this one. Just click on it, click on create, click on this button, report. It automatically produces for you the report. But now there is a point whereby I am supposed to group by. So I right click up here, then go to design view, Then this one I can just increase the size. Can increase the size like that. So I need to go to design. Then there is this button, sort and group. I click on it. The examiner says that order by, that is create a report that summarizes the fees payment made by each, include trainee ID, trainee name. Okay, so we have to go back and we have to go back. So here on this this query of ours, we can just copy it, copy, and then right click, paste. You can just have it as copy of that, or we can just call it the fee. Sorry, we can just call it this name so that we can know the fee payment, the fee. Rather, I can just still create it from scratch. Create, then go to, first of all, you create a query. Query. So here I need to have the trainee ID. So I have to get this one. I have to get these ones. So here I need to have the trainee ID, trainee name, and then now the amount. First of all, you test whether it's working. You see now it's working. So right click this one, save it as fee. Save it as fee payment, fee payment. So fee payment Q, because I use it to create the report. So I come to this point. Again, should be show me each trainee. So I just do the stuff here. Sum, that is okay. It's showing me the sum, group by sum. That one is very right. So I have made my work easier. Just click on create, then click on report. It automatically creates for you the report. But rather, we have used the wrong one. You have used this fees payment. So create money is very sorry for that, guys. So this is whatever I need. Once now I have this one, I can still go back to the query here and do the necessary. Right click. So we just go to design, then click on this button. Again, don't forget group by here. We need to have some to make my work easier on the report. So first of all, make sure you see it's working. Now, once you see it's working, go to create, go to report. It automatically creates you the report. So I right click, go to design view. I do now my necessary changes. Like that. For example, I need this one to be borrowed, guys. It's not part of the equation, but just make sure your work is decent. Now, I need to go to this point here, design, then I click on this button, group and sort. Down here, you see add a group. So the examiner says, order the records by the total. So I click on this point here, add group. So my group is sum amount, like that. This detail, I can just pull this up. This one, I can just pull it up there. Then, so I have selected this, then it should be highest to the lowest. So just change largest to the smallest. Then save your stuff. Then save it as stored. This is fee payment. You just remove the Q like that. So this is the report I have. You see now the report. It has ordered from the largest to the smallest of Baraka Stats, Aisha, Rurendo, and then Zahara. You see now the sum of amount paid has been arranged as the examiner wants. This paper was not a joke. And for you to pass in Microsoft Kcse, you must do a lot of practice, guys. Part 2, format the report created as follows. So, format the report as follows. You need to put a title called Trainees Payment, then a footer, your index number. Remember, your footer must be put in the report, that is the page footer. We shall look at it. So right click here, then go to design view. Now, you can see we have different pages here. He says on the footer, report footer, you can just put it in the page footer here. So here, our title here should be fees, trainees, payments. And then the footer, you can just put it here to the page footer. Just go to design, then go to this button here, rebel. Don't use text box. Draw it here. When you are doing calculations, we do them in the report footer. Then now our footer here should be your index number. So my index number can be something of the stuff like that. Then save, home, and then view. You see now, this is my footer at the page. Then this is my title. Then what is the next part? The next part is that print out each of the following 4 tables, 3 queries, and the trainee report. So guys, you can see that was the Kcse 2024 question 1, which made a lot of students to sweat. You can see it's not a joke. This means you must practice, and we say practice makes perfect. Guys, in my next session, I will be doing the next question, that is the DTP, Desktop Publishing. But for now, guys, remember to subscribe, remember to like, and also remember to share my videos.